Why hello you amazing beautiful people and welcome back to another Taylor Swift Friday. So we are checking out Taylor Swift's debut album and it's really nice being able to listen to this guilt-free considering that she now owns all of her masters as well. There's been like rumors of a big announcement as well floating around in the Swiftie community, so I wonder what's coming. Anyway, last week we checked out 5 songs, this week we're checking out 5 more from the album and we're starting with The Outside. A lot of these songs I've never heard before, so it's pretty amazing being able to check them out for the first time ever. I think after this one we maybe take a break from the albums for a little bit and do some other Taylor Swift Fridays with live performances and that sort of stuff. I'm thinking of a few sort of plans and ideas. I'd also like to start doing some more compilations because we haven't done them in a while, so we'll see. But anyway, let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Taylor Swift's debut. Also, please like and subscribe. Debut album with the song The Outside. Also, I never realized her accent was fabricated. For some reason, I thought that was her genuine accent. I had no idea she like fabricated it for country music. Because a lot of you were saying that in the comment section last week. I had no idea. When she does her old songs now, does she bring that accent back out again? I find it crazy to think she fabricated it. It sounds so genuine. So this sound I'm hearing right now is a steel guitar. Is that what you guys are telling me? My favorite kind of notes are those high whispering ones, which we just heard then. Some of my favorite notes in music in general, and Taylor utilizes them so nicely. I also really love, this is random, but I really love the photo shoot for her debut album. It's like very country-esque, her around pianos and in like barns and fields and that sort of stuff. The picture we're seeing right now includes, that's what reminded me. Gosh, the way she has changed over the years musically, but somehow maintained to never change as well. The tempo of this song reminds me a lot of another punk song. Like obviously this isn't a punk song, but it reminds me of a punk song. Da 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 da. He's got a best friend on the phone. She'll wash her nails, his dirty clothes. It reminds me of that. It has the same kind of tempo as that. Part of this, a part of you. And now it's all too late, so you see. Interesting. You could have helped if you had wanted to. She does have like a punk sort of twang on her country style. But no one knows. Definitely like a bit Avril Lavigne-esque, you know. Sub 41S. Oh, that try note is the best. It's amazing how profound and brilliantly well written her lyrics were from day one. And obviously we've seen videos of young Taylor writing songs, so it isn't surprising, but it still is amazing. There's so much in-depth analysis to be done from her early songs, and you wouldn't think so. This is an artist that's still learning, but has learned so much already.
How can I ever try to be better? Nobody ever lets me in, and I can still see you. This ain't the best view on the outside looking in. I've been a lot of lonely places. I've never been on the outside.
I'm just here, sitting here, and the reason there is something so incredible when you think about the fact that this is her first album. You're right, that this is her debut album. This is Taylor just beginning, just setting up, just beginning, just starting, right? And yet she writes songs like that. She sounds like that. She has the same skills like that. How does someone who's just starting out in this scene, who's just finding all their sounds, all their styles, how does someone like that sound like this? Have this level of vocals? The Outside is such a brilliant example of just Taylor being Taylor from day one. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my head. Like, from day one, she had the lyricism, she had the writing skills, she had the vocals and sound, she had the attitude and energy. She had the range in her voice. I mean, the chorus shows that from day one, from her debut. And I think The Outside really shows all that. It shows that adult mind, that intelligent writing, and it shows those, like, beautiful, hard-hitting, emotional vocals over that chorus. And the way it was written as well paints such a beautiful picture. What a stunningly, wonderfully well-created song. A little, like, the instrumental was very country, but Taylor's vocals weren't on that one as well, by the way. Like, they were much more soft punk, I'd say. You know, something you'd get on, like I said, an early Avril Lavigne album, which I really liked. I like her sound like that. I think it's amazing how she's able to sound like a soft sort of punk artist on a country track. Because that's a combo you just would never expect. All right, let's check out the next song, Tied Together with a Smile. Oh, I really like the violin opening here.
Seems the only one who doesn't see your beauty.
See, we got that country accent back here on this track.
In the mirror, looking back at you. You walk around here thinking you're not pretty, but that's not true.
I love the way everything got deeper there. Not just her vocals, but the instrumental, it all like dropped down. Also, one random thing. When people were talking about Taylor's accent and people not people not understanding that I didn't understand that it wasn't real because of where Taylor comes from. You gotta remember, I don't know the accents of all of the American states. I'm a British guy, so even knowing where Taylor comes from and her county and her state and like that stuff, I don't know if that's like the accent's normal in that region. So that's why. So when people are like, oh no, she's from there, why would she have an accent? I was like, I wouldn't know that. I'm just a British guy. So yeah, I don't know the different accents across state to state. So I do apologize. Because I honestly thought that was her voice. Like her accent. Gosh, she sounds so different. I really love how she's like what's the word, lengthening everything here. Like every note is lingered, every tone is lengthened, everything sort of draws on in the best possible way. Like every single time she hits any note, it sort of just lingers a bit longer than it should, and that makes it hit that much harder. And her voice is completely different, very deep, very mature sounding. Doesn't even sound like her at times. True that love was all you wanted, 'cause you're giving it away like it's extra change, hoping it will end up in his pocket, but he leaves you out like a penny in the rain. Oh, 'cause it's not his price to pay, it's not his price to pay. Hold on, baby, you're losing it. Listen to her tone on this chorus, man. Listen to it. Listen to that note she's hitting. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. At times it doesn't sound like her. I don't think I've ever, we've reacted to so many Taylor songs, I don't think I've ever heard her voice like this. Listen to her.
And no one knows that you cry, but you don't tell anyone that you might not be the golden one. And you're tied together with a smile, but you're coming undone.
I love the way she just knows how to brilliantly conduct instrumental to add to the emotions of every single scene. Like the violin just raising its volume there and just combining with like the lingering notes at the end of that chorus really just make it even more emotional. It's amazing how she's able to just conduct things like that.
Hold on, baby, you're losing it. The water's high, you're jumping into it and letting go. And no one knows that you cry, but you don't tell anyone that you might not be the golden one. And you're tied together with a smile, but you're coming undone.
Oh my word. See what I mean about every note lingering? You see what I mean about her voice? That like deep tone. That is completely different to anything I've heard. This song stands out more than any we've heard vocally. Like it just sounds so different. It's her experimenting with her voice, her finding her style. I don't think we've ever heard her do a tone like this since. This is amazing. And the way she just beautifully harmonizes with the male vocalist on this one, again, hits home all the best notes, man. It sounds so good. Oh, jeez. Truly one of her most unique vocal performances, I have to say. I really mean that as well. I would say the reason that one stands out to me more than other ones we have heard is literally because I've never heard her voice like that. I've never heard that deepness in her voice, that tone in her voice, that level of bass she's using. I've never heard her voice like that. We've reacted to so many songs. I've never heard her simply drop down her vocals, go into that kind of tone, shift all of it completely, and just have this like deep voice. And the thing is, this is back when she was quite young. So having like a deeper tone like that makes it even more impressive, because it's not like she's like got like very mature vocals at this point. Like your vocals get stronger the more you sing, the more you perform, the older you get. So this is like still young Taylor, young vocals and stuff. So basically what I'm trying to say is the fact that she's hitting notes that deep, that powerful, this early on is very impressive, and it makes the song even more impressive. And I just wanted to highlight that, because I do feel like Tied Together with a Smile is one of her most unique vocal songs. Because it's hard to say we've seen anything like this even now. Like, I don't feel like we've seen Taylor replicate these vocals or try this sort of deep tone again. So this song just stands out as completely unique. I feel like I've just fallen in love with that song. I've never heard Taylor like that before. That is beautiful. I love that she just is so comfortable to just attempt these sort of tones and styles. She sounds amazing every time she does. That was incredible. That was incredible, and it almost like the false, the falseness of the song as well, and what she was, on what the lyrics were obviously representing, tied together with, like this person being tied together with a smile and smiling at everybody, and just basically like the mask, the facade sort of failing and coming undone. Again, very intelligently well written songs for a debut album. Mind blowing, man. Stay beautiful, huh? Her writing is just ridiculous.
Corey's eyes are like a jungle, he smiles, it's like the radio.
His eyes are like a jungle.
You whisper songs into my window in words that nobody knows. There's pretty girls on every corner, they're watching as he's walking home, saying, does he know? Will you ever know? You're beautiful, every little piece, love. Don't you know you're really gonna be someone? Ask anyone.
Is this song literally just a simple song about this like boy in school that's just friendly, happy, nice, and is just like smiling and singing on his way home from school, and everyone's looking at him, and it's just a nice kid? And everyone's sort of like maybe crushing him a little bit, and he has no idea, just like in just ignorance in it. Or is it literally that literal? It's kind of sweet.
When you find everything you look for, I hope your love leads you back to my door.
Got real like sweetness to it, real like innocence, and that young love kind of thing.
Stay beautiful.
Oh, that note just went on and on.
Be the highlight of my day.
You know, I've just realized it kind of sounds like a diary entry, doesn't it? Actually, I'm imagining like this being written down in like this music video or something like that, and it being like a journal entry, like this is like the next day. Did anyone else get that kind of energy?
I'm taking pictures in my mind so I can save them for a rainy day. It's hard to make a conversation with
It does. It really does feel like a journal entry. It's adorable.
Hey, by the way, you're beautiful, every little piece, love. Don't you know you're really gonna be someone? Ask anyone. And when you find everything you look for, I hope your love leads you back to my door. Oh, but if it don't, stay beautiful.
This is something that she did in the last song. This is something that she is doing now. These lingering vocal notes are perfect. Like they just keep going. They just keep going. And they don't just stick. It's not just like one high note. It's like all over the damn place. It's like she just sings and she turns beautiful into like a 15-syllable word.
You and I are a story that never gets told. But you are
romance that never
a
will.
daydream I'll never get to hold. At least you'll know you're beautiful, every little piece.
This is
love.
adorable.
Don't you know you're really gonna be someone?
This is such a sweet song. I love this.
Ask anyone.
It really is such a sweetly innocent song, just about this like innocent romance, this young love, this kindling sort of amber romance that's like just so innocent. I can't think of a better word. My brain ain't working today. Like it's so adorable. I've just got this idea of like a young Taylor just like really in love with this guy or crushing on this guy who's just a nice guy, and he's just completely ignorant, has no idea. She's just like, this is good. What a lovely person gonna be someone. Just like a wholesomeness to this, you know? Really paints like an old 2000s movie, you know, romance movie. Oh god, those mature vocals blaring through here. That instant duet harmony as well. Such a sweetness to this song, man. There is an incredible sweetness to that. Like a real adorable wholesomeness to that. I can't fully explain what it is. I don't know. It really feels like innocence in a song. Like like the entire song gives off this school kid romance vibe. Like this image of just this young girl in school, you know, there's someone she's got a crush on and she's just filling out her journal entries, writing about it. Like even the openings of some of the verses had that kind of felt like Dear Diary kind of vibe, you know? Talking about what this person's done, how they're making you feel, and just venting your sort of mind on this paper and then turning that into a song. That's literally what it gave, you know? And no like negatives to it, nothing, just a nice guy, a nice young man who is just completely ignorant about the fact that there's maybe this young girl, maybe young Taylor, who's just crushing on him. Who's just saying how like lovely he is, how sweet he is, how he's gonna be something, how he's gonna be someone, you know? It's this person, Corey. That's what it feels like. And I think it's that innocence that just makes this song so freaking adorable. You know? And on top of that, you also then have Taylor doing these, like, once again, these mature sort of vocals with the duet at the end there. And you get that sort of mature voice from Taylor here. But overall, the song is just a feel-good, happy school anthem, man. Now, that's what it feels like. A romantic, like, story about two school kids falling in love with one another. Or hoping to fall in love with one another. And it just had a complete wholesomeness to it as well. It just like instant smile on your face. Like, I'm loving this. I'm loving the varying emotions, but I love that considering when we went from Red to this, that there's no like painful negatives to these songs. They're like wholesomely cute and young and innocent, and I'm really enjoying that. Especially after the brutality of Red. I'm really enjoying it. Alright, let's check out Should Have Said No. One, we've already heard before. Great song, by the way. That reminds me, there's actually a Taylor Swift video that people have been recommending, which is Taylor Swift's Best Bridges or something like that. So I want to write that down again. I want to make sure I check that one out. That's supposed to be a very good video. I love the way this sounds like country rock, you know? Like if he had to make a rock song but only using country instruments.
We used to sing, the smiles, the flowers, everything is gone. Yesterday I found out about you. Even now just looking at you feels wrong.
Just listen to listen to how many times she changes pitch, tone, and note in wrong. Listen to it.
Feels wrong.
And even at the end, where it sounds like she changes it like low once, she actually changes it twice and then quivers it out. That is insane, by the way.
You say that you take it all back, giving it one chance. It was a moment of weakness, and you said yes. You should have said no. You should have gone home. You should have thought twice before you let it all go. You should have known that word, but what you did with her, get back to me. Yeah, I should have been there in the back of your mind. You shouldn't be asking myself why. You shouldn't be begging for forgiveness at my feet. You should have said no, baby, and you might still have me.
I love the like message in this song, the aggression behind it, all the raw emotions that are sort of in it. But I also hate the song as well, and imagine it if a lot of people do, just because it's too damn relatable, man, isn't it? Like it's so amazingly written, and you can picture all of this, and it's the heartbreak of the cheating. It's the idea of this, like this young love, and then finding out like that you've been cheated on, and that feeling. And anyone who's been on the receiving end of that knows the feeling I'm talking about, and knowing that Taylor in this instance like that's hitting her when she's writing this, and that's hitting her when she's like what the song is about, makes it really painful. I hope that makes sense.
You can see that I've been crying, and baby, you know all the right things to say. But do you honestly should have said no. You should have gone.
The song paints such a brilliant picture. Because I'm literally just imagining right now, like, because the whole album I imagine is like young love, you know, teenage, college love. Like, the whole album I imagine that. And that's what I'm picturing here. Like, this couple around like a big school and them having conversations in break and between periods and like trying to mend this and like Taylor as the character in this, or whether it was true, like the story. I don't know the ins and outs behind Should Have Said No. But Taylor in this song, just like, you know, teary eyes, just being like, can't, like, the person's trying to like mend the relationship and Taylor's just like walking away from it, you know, like still loves this person but is just like heartbroken in the situation, and rightly so. And this person should fuck off, you know, they blew their chances, you cheated, goodbye. Same. That's your one chance, there's no second one.
But what you did with her, get back to me. And I should have been there in the back of your mind. I shouldn't be asking myself why. You shouldn't be begging for forgiveness at my feet. You should have said no, baby, and you might still have me.
Oh god, that me note is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Also, I like how the song paints like the new situation, you know, like this shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be begging at my feet, you shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't be feeling this shouldn't be happening, because it shouldn't. It should be a happy relationship just continuing. But all of this is now happening, we're having to do all of this stuff, and we shouldn't have to be doing it. Oh, the guitar there as well, great instrumental here. Oh, my favorite part of the song here. I feel like you can really feel the emotion after this as well. Like, you can hear it in her voice. I love that drop. I love that bridge. I love how it's just like all the frustrations of like coming to terms with it and just be like, no, it's done. It's over. You should have said this. This didn't happen. And then you might have still had it. No more talking about it. Oh, I love that megaphone effect there too. I feel like, oh, brilliant work with the violin there. I feel like You Should Have Said No is the prelude to older Taylor, the prelude to future Taylor songs. I feel like when you listen to that song and you start picking out notes, picking out styles, hearing things in her voice, the way she's singing, the notes she's using, the maturity of it, I honestly feel like you get the foundations of future Taylor. I think You Should Have Said No is like a song in disguise. Because when you really listen to it and you think about the writing and the story behind it and the empowerment, but also, like, I feel like in these situations, Taylor's songs majority are like her listening, you know, at least the earlier ones. Like her listening and her like letting someone like how do I word it? Like in this situation, the guy fucked up and cheated, right? Fuck that guy. Okay, and then he comes back and he's like talking to Taylor. It was a one-time thing. I messed up. I should have another chance. Blah 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 blah. And Taylor, because she's an absolute sweetheart, is listening. And even in the song, she says, you know, all the right things to say. And there's probably moments where she feels like she's being pulled back. But I love that the song shows that and like shows the emotions and shows that sort of like emotional pull and drop, because in these situations, it wouldn't just be like that, right? You still love the person, and it would take a while to get over that, get over the pain and the fact that someone you love did this to you. And I like that the song showcases that, like the pull and the back and the forth and knowing you have to move on, but feeling that pull, and then just the break at the end. I love that she's able to like write all of that, to show all of that, and then the break at the end literally being like, no, it is done. And I love how the song just follows that emotional roller coaster so realistically. Because anyone who's experienced something like this, or even has a friend who's experienced something like this, you'll know the complications and the feelings. And the thing is, A lot of us are adults and we know the complications and the feelings, but when Taylor wrote this, how old was she? And she's able to perfectly showcase something so emotionally complex in this song. And that's what I mean when I say it's a prelude to future Taylor. Because we have all of those complications and all of that experimental vocal notes, all of that vocal strength in one song. And this is the foundations for the Taylor we know now. And I love that. I absolutely love it. The live versions of the song as well really highlight her vocals on it too. It's an amazing vocal song. One more left, my friends, today. Mary's song. I'm excited to hear this one. I've heard good things.
She said, I was 7 and you were 9. I looked at you like the stars that shine in the sky. The pretty lights. And our daddies used to joke about the two of us growing up and falling in love. And our mamas smiled and rolled their eyes and said, oh, my, my, my.
Oh, my word. My word, man. More than other albums, one area debut excels, for me at least, is in the storytelling. In that country music, like growing up in this place, storytelling. Like it paints a picture perfectly in your mind of the characters and the scenery. I'm literally just imagining like sitting on a porch surrounded by fields, having like a few friends over and just watching the kids run around and having fun and all of this unfolding, you know, and you're just like, ha ha ha, look at them playing. That's the image it puts in my mind. That's why I love this album. Every song puts an image like that in my mind. Song, man. What a sweet song. I love this song. Take me back to the creek that's sweet to love. 2 a.m. riding in your truck. I really love how her debut album highlights, highlights is the wrong word. How her debut album with most of the songs has like these like backup singers and like duets and harmonies on her voice. I love how like every song has that. It makes her voice pop, you know? This is so adorable. The whole album has made me feel like this. I swear my commentary for debut is probably going to be one of the worst I've done for Taylor Swift Fridays, because I just sit here smiling. The whole album, all 10 songs we've heard, has made me feel like this. Has literally just made my mind remember random stories and random things and imagine all of these like mini movies. This whole album, every song has done this to me. Every single one. We were sitting at our favorite spot in town and you looked at me. Got down on one knee. Took me back to the time when we walked down the aisle. Our whole time came and our mamas cried. You said I do, and I did too. This is the sweetest freaking song ever. So many years before we'll rock our babies on the very front porch. After all this time, you and I. And I'll be 87, you'll be 89. I'll still look at Oh, that is adorably... that is adorably well done. That is the sweetest freaking song ever, man. That is the sweetest song ever. How can you not just smile listening to that? How can you not just feel that? How does that not just put you in the best mood ever? How? that is something special there. That is something very special. I don't know what to say. I feel like that's my catchphrase for this. I don't know what to say, because I don't. I do apologize if my debut reactions just aren't as good as my usual album ones. This album feels different. Like every song I've listened to, I just feel like I'm being unplugged. Like I really do. And it's just making it impossible for me to describe them. And I don't know why. I'm just here picturing these like mini movies. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel like I'm listening to songs so much as I'm watching movies of people's stories. And every song has felt like that. Every song has been like this brilliantly contained story. And every single one has hit me like that. You know? And I don't know how to, I don't know why. I don't know how to describe it properly. I don't know. But I'm just developing a stutter. But yeah, with like Mary's song, I'm literally sitting here listening to this and I'm just lost in it. I'm lost in this adorable, heartfelt, touching, romantic story of these like young lovers, childhood sweethearts, falling in love and playing together from a young age, and their families knowing each other, and then growing up together, starting a family, being this older couple together, and just still madly in love. You know, just still looking at each other, just still madly in love, lived this entire life behind them. And it melts my heart. It melts my entire heart. And I love it. It's impossible not to get emotional, to have some tears in your eyes listening to this. It is the sweetest thing ever. It absolutely is the sweetest freaking thing ever, man. I love this story. I love this. I love that we've got this kind of story from Taylor. Just a pure romance. Pure freaking romance. That was so sweet. This whole album has been wonderful. This whole album so far has been wonderful. We've got 5 more songs to check out next week. I think so, right? I've been smiling my whole way through this reaction, and it really feels like it just makes... It's the perfect setup for the weekend. Just to be like... Especially with the summer here as well. It's just the perfect emotional setup for the weekend. I hope you guys have been enjoying these. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching them. And yeah, I really appreciate all of you. As always, please like the video, please subscribe, and have a wonderful weekend. And I hope this put you in a good mood for the weekend. As always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.